Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm doing some nail art inspired by the show Weeds. I finally finished watching all 8 seasons on Netflix, so I figured I would do some nail art inspired by the show. Okay, so first things first is I painted all of my nails white except for the ring nail. I painted that one yellow. And for the first nail design, which is going to be on the thumbnail, I am going to paint on Nancy Botwin. So like what I usually do whenever I paint on any kind of character, I'm first going in with my toothpick and some black acrylic paint, and I'm just roughly sketching on like the outline of their face, neck, and shoulders. Put a little bit of black inside some brown acrylic paint to create the color of her hair. So yeah, I went ahead and kind of filled like the outer layer, but then I realized, oh wait, I have to paint on her skin first. So going in with like a regular peach acrylic paint, I'm just going to paint on her face, her neck, and her arms. So Nancy usually has her hair curly, so that's all I'm doing here is just creating, some long curly brown hair. But yeah. Whenever her face completely dries, I'm going to go in with white and black acrylic paint to paint on her eyes. So Nancy is known for having like, I guess you say like a doe-eyed look. I made her eyes kind of big, and then I just mixed in a little bit of brown with some pink acrylic paint to create the color of her lips. And here's the finished design. So moving on to the index nail, Nancy is always seen drinking a form of iced coffee. So on the side of a makeup sponge, I'm first going to go in with like a mocha colored brown acrylic paint. Put a little bit of white just to kind of lighten that same color, and I put that as the second layer. Right up under it, I put peach, and finally for the fourth and last layer, I just put regular white acrylic paint. So my camera didn't film, but basically I stippled it on and it kind of sort of looks like iced coffee. But yeah, anyways, what I'm going to do here is just go in with some black acrylic paint and a little bit of white up under it. I'm trying to make it look like an iced coffee cup. Of course, I'm going in with white to fix up that little, mess that's right above the black line. So the design looks so much better in my head. I tried to save it by outlining the bottom portion of the cup with black acrylic paint. Of course, this being an iced coffee, I was like, okay, well, now I have to paint on the, green straw. I wasn't really happy of how it was turning out, so I went on top of it with this quick dry top coat, and I just smoothed out the, iced coffee portion. And went in with my toothpick and a little bit of white acrylic paint, and I tried to create like the shape of some ice cubes, if that makes sense. Okay, this is a nail fail, but here's the finished second nail design. Moving on to the third nail design. So this one, pretty simple, pretty easy, but I just went in with some green acrylic paint, and I just painted on weeds, like the logo, how it looks in the TV show. Even tried painting on like the little marijuana leaf that's behind the S, however my nail was too narrow, so I decided to cover that up with some white acrylic paint. But here is the finished third nail design. So moving on to the fourth nail design, which is going to be on the ring nail, this is inspired by Andy Botwin, who is Nancy's brother-in-law. Basically, Andy and his nephew Shane, they sold these counterfeit shirts. So all I'm going to do here is I am just taking my toothpick, excuse me, and some black acrylic paint, and I am just looking at a reference photo of the shirt and just doing my best to sketch it on. Well, while the cross is drying, I'm going to have to do this off camera because it's going to be really hard to film, but I'm just going to paint on Chris died for your sins. I know like if this nail design is a little too controversial for your liking, I completely understand. You can always just, paint it green and just leave it like that. But like I said, the first 3 seasons were my favorite. Andy is one of my favorite characters, and I thought like this nail design would be good dedicated towards him. But yeah, I'm just going to finish it off by painting on the lay. Yeah. And as you can see, this is the reference photo I was talking about. Here's the finished fourth nail design. So for the fifth and final nail design, well, it's not really a design, I'm not freehanding anything, but I have this little marijuana leaf nail art charm. So using a matte top coat, because that's the finishing top coat I decided to go with. I'm just going to put that down, and before the top coat has time to completely dry, I am just going to pick up the marijuana leaf and place it right there in the middle of the nail. But yeah, so that pretty much completes it for the pinky nail. But yes, guys, so that completes it for the weeds inspired nail art. He said, my boyfriend, he actually told me to watch this show. He said I would really like it. Top of, I really do like Mary Louise Parker. She's a great actress. But yeah, I had lots of fun painting on this nail art. Let me know down in the comments what other, like, nail art you would like for me to do on my channel. And yeah, guys, as always, thanks for watching.